Hello and welcome to my channel, One Praying Mama. I have not been on here for probably about 2 years now, maybe just going on 2 years, but it's been a long time. Life has just been busy and we have an almost 18-month-old and things are just a little crazy. So this has not been a priority of mine, but I am looking forward to hopefully getting back into the routine of filming some and really trying to provide some encouragement through this channel. So I just thought I'd get on here and kind of share a little update on some of the curriculum things that we have been using and really loving in our homeschool, and just kind of bring you guys up to speed on what that is. I know it's getting close to time to looking for curriculum, so I feel like this is the time that it benefits people to kind of share what it is that's really working well for us. First, I'm going to share just a couple of things that I, as a mom, have really benefited from. First is this planner. This is the Simple Plan for a Homeschooling Family planner by Mardel. I have used this planner every single year. This is our 4th year homeschooling, and I got this planner our first year and it was perfect. I do have a review on that planner. If you want to check that out, I will put that in the description below. And let's see. And last year it was slightly different the way it was made. It was still set up the same way, but just made slightly differently. And this year they made it the way they used to. And I think they probably got a lot of people asking for it to be made this way again. And it is a wonderful planner. I've already pre-ordered next year's planner for me and for my daughter who's going to be in high school. I ordered her the student planner. So I'm very excited about that. She's excited about that. This is my favorite planner, and it just helps me organize everything so well, keep track of everything. I like to write down everything that we do each day. I'm kind of a reverse record keeping kind of homeschool planner. A lot of times I'll make a list each day, but that's just, we try to follow that list, but cross off or erase things that we don't get done. But otherwise, sometimes I'll just write down each day what we did, what we got to, that kind of thing. Another thing that I'm loving right now, just as a mom, is this book, The 4-Hour School Day by Dorinda Wilson. And it's not so much a how-to homeschool book, but just an encouragement of why homeschooling is so amazing. And I'm about halfway through this book, so it might get more into the how-to, but I feel at this point I'm not looking for a how-to homeschool, not even like a how to homeschool in 4 hours book. This is more of an encouragement of why we're homeschooling, and I feel like as a homeschool mom, it's good to read something like this once in a while. So for our youngest homeschool child, we have a 9-year-old daughter, and she has been one that has struggled to read, and it's been a slow process of reading for her. We probably started a little too soon, but I didn't want to go into homeschooling kindergarten and not really start with learning how to read. So it's been, just a slow kind of move forward and then go back and reinforce. And she has continually made progress, but reading has been just one of those concepts that's been a little bit more difficult for her to grasp. So we have switched, I guess, I can't remember if we started this. I'm thinking we started this curriculum towards the very end of last year, all about reading, and it is a pricier curriculum, but this has been the best for her. This has been the best thing that I have found. She loves it. We are actually just a couple of lessons away from level 2, and this is not a lesson a day kind of curriculum. It's a work at their own pace. A lot of days it takes us a couple days to finish a lesson. She loves the readers. They're so cute and so sweet, and they're just the perfect amount of words, and the pictures are beautiful. She really loves this curriculum. So I have level 2 that I am prepping and getting everything ready. So, but this is a highly recommended curriculum. Again, it's a little bit on the pricier side for just a reading curriculum, but this curriculum has been a huge game changer for her, and this is one that I recommend the splurge a little bit. If you have a child that's struggling to read, this is hands down my favorite thing that we have used. As far as my older kids, teaching textbooks for math is what we have switched to. I have a 5th grader and an 8th grader this year. My older two are. So we made the switch partway through last year to teaching textbooks for their math. I think maybe we just tried it at the end of the year, tried out what they would be going into, I believe, for this year. And they both really liked it. I was having trouble keeping up with grading. Like if I would just get to grading their work at the end of the week, they might have started on a concept that week and not have understood it quite the way they were supposed to. They were both in master books math before, and it just wasn't the best fit for them. Especially, like I said, because of me having a hard time keeping up with grading. Like if I got to grading it every single day after they did it, then it was fine. I could catch kind of what they needed to work on. If they missed something, or if they weren't understanding a concept quite right, then we could go ahead and work on that. But if I didn't grade it for a few days or until the end of the week, I didn't look at it and didn't catch that, they were having to go back and redo all of that work to make sure they got the concept. So I felt that the online availability for that math to be like graded in real time, they get that instant feedback, they can go right back to a lesson for them to be able to see what it is that they need to do. They can like go right back, and you know, they know right then if they miss something, if they need me to come and sit with them for a few minutes and explain something to them that they're not quite understanding. Like it's just real time, and that has just been a huge relief for us. So as far as language arts for those older two, we used master books our very first year of homeschooling and kind of liked that, but kind of wanted to see what else was out there. So we switched to The Good and the Beautiful the following year, and my daughter liked that, but then my son it didn't work out well for him. Like he just did not like the way it was laid out. We went back to master books after a few weeks of trying The Good and the Beautiful, and he has stuck with master books ever since, and that's been a really good fit for him. He likes the layout of it, and I think he likes the consistency of, he knows kind of each day what's coming, what type of work he's going to be doing when he opens his language arts book. So my daughter used The Good and the Beautiful for a couple of years, and we left a little bit of her 7th grade or her level 7 The Good and the Beautiful for this year, her 8th grade year, because they don't have an 8th grade language arts curriculum. They have some like novel studies. So we kind of like took it slow last year for level 7 and thought we'd leave some for 8th grade and maybe do a couple of novel studies for this year. But the more I started looking into the upper levels of master books, the more I thought we should give that a try. So we have done level 8 of master books this year, and she started it late because it didn't come out until like after we had already started our school year. And we tried to stick with The Good and the Beautiful for a little while, but the more I looked into master books, they've I think produced levels 8, 9, and 10 now. 11 and 12 are coming soon. So the more I looked into that, I realized that while at the elementary level it's pretty simple and it might seem like it's not enough of a challenge for some kids, especially like my oldest daughter. She's very good at language arts, a good writer. She needs a challenge. I felt like at the 8th grade level, and you know, like the 9th and 10th grade level that I had looked into, I felt that it was a challenge, that it was like those early years had set them up to be ready for the challenge of the upper levels of this. So, okay. So for science, what we have been doing this year is God's Design for Chemistry and Ecology from Master Books. It is an elementary through 8th grade level curriculum, and we've been doing this family style. And we also have invited a few other families to do this with us. So we're all kind of doing it, or actually a couple families aren't even doing it, but they're just following along with the experiments. So a couple times a month, we're having our friends over for experiments. So we're doing the experiments together. I picked 3 to 4 experiments for each of our meetings that we're going to do together, and the kids have really enjoyed that. I feel like it's made us focus a little more on science this year because we've kind of slacked on science for the first few years of homeschooling. That hasn't been like a huge focus of ours. So I'm not sure what next year will hold for science for us, but this has been a lot of fun this year. Now for history, my older 2 have used a Knotgrass world history curriculum. It's called From Adam to Us, and they've liked that. They've just been kind of doing that together on their own. I haven't been very involved in that. I just kind of let them on their own get together each day, really just like a few days a week, and do history together. So I thought they could use a little break from that, and we started this week, actually, we started diving into the mysteries history holds from Campfire curriculums. I have been very curious about Campfire, and we enjoyed it so far. We got through just one lesson this week. We're kind of taking it slow, taking our time, just kind of seeing what this is like. Like I said, I've been curious about this curriculum and, kind of wondered how it would work for our family. So we're just kind of trying it out. I plan on just working through this together over the rest of the school year. So, it'll probably be a lesson a week, and I think a lesson is going to take a couple of days, if not 3 or 4. But we're just going to work through it at our pace and add it in. It's interesting and exciting so far. I think the kids are really going to love this, and I love history. Especially mysteries of history. So I can't wait to see what this holds. Have you guys used Campfire curriculums? I'm really interested in the family style learning in that way. This is the core connections. We are using the core connections with our study. I plan on using it all, even though I think I'm still going to have the kids do their language arts, and we're still going to do our science because, we have friends doing that with us. But I'm interested in all of it. I'm interested to see what it's going to be like. Please let me know in the comments how school is going for you guys, anything that is really working for you, anything that's not working for you. I plan on some upcoming videos on homeschooling with a toddler. Last year we homeschooled with a baby. That was difficult. Homeschooling with a toddler is a whole different ballgame, but I'm really excited to share what we've been doing. And I'm really excited to hear how you guys' this year has been going. Let me know if there are any of these curriculums that I've shared that you're interested in seeing more of. That's also not the only things that we have been using. We have a few other things that we've been using, but these are like the highlights. These are the things that I feel like are going really well. So please like and subscribe and stick around, and I hope to see you again soon.